again, it's Mancave Monday, and we're here at Alex Brown's house to check out all the work that ProCase Sports has done for his basement. Hey Alex, how you doing today?
I'm good, Jordan. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Hey, do you care if we check out some of the cases in your basement?
No, absolutely. Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, the first one right here, I mean, this is, my wife got it for me. This is obviously all the Super Bowl stuff, right? So she takes, I didn't even know about it, so she takes all the stuff and put it together and talk to Scott, and like they get it all together, and it's like it's for our anniversary, so it's kind of an anniversary gift.
Really?
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I mean, some of the, you look at the shoes, you still got the confetti on the bottom of it.
Oh yeah?
I mean, it's just that one moment, like you're at the peak, you know, that's the Super Bowl. So it was really cool. That was a really cool one. We moved down here. This one with the Bears gave me this and when I retired. So it's kind of an Alex Brown day at Soldier Field during the preseason. So that was really cool. Oh yeah. This is probably my favorite picture of all time. Just ahead of that one, you know. So.
Get them both in the same case.
Yeah, get them both in the same case. I look real mean in that one, so that's good.
Oh yeah. Get some mud all over.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That Pittsburgh game. We actually didn't win that game, so that's awful. I don't really like that. So I did a charity event with Donald Driver, and I swore up and down I'd never have a Packer jersey in my house, you know. Yeah. But got this one. I mean, he's a great dude. I spent about 2 days with him. He's a great guy. And he gave me a jersey. So, and he put the Go Pack Go on, and I didn't like it. I wanted to erase it, but it wouldn't come on.
Yeah, put a little duct tape over that.
Yeah, I should do that. Yeah. And we got on this wall, I mean, these are, so you'll see the Saints one. So I got all the defensive linemen for that one. Obviously, I'm a huge Gator. So you got to have Tebow, possibly the greatest Gator ever. I mean, So, and then the Peppers jersey right here is, I see Peppers our senior year in college, and we trade jerseys at an ESPN show. Really? And yeah, fast forward, 10 years later, he comes and take my job. I wanted to snatch his jersey off the wall, you know, but that's all right.
Maybe give it back.
Maybe give it back. But it's pretty cool having it. I know there's not many of those out there that's not in his hands, so it's pretty cool to have. And my best friend Andre Davis played for Buffalo. It's his Buffalo jersey, and I've known him since like 5th grade. Oh, really? Yeah, it's incredible that we both were able to actually make it, right?
It's crazy when you meet someone from your childhood and your career.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. He actually played a year longer than me. I played 9 years, he played 10. So, and the top one is the only game that I ever played. Well, I was actually, I was a captain for 2, but where I actually had the C on my chest, so I had to keep that jersey. So,
of course.
Yeah, and it's disgusting. See, it's still like dirty and like it's the game, though. That's football. So,
right. Actually, looks like it was more than a game.
Yeah, it was. It was for sure. Got a couple pictures around here. This was probably the first one that I got. I mean, I know it's the first one I ever had Brian sign, and so I believe it was a Detroit game. We won that game, I believe.
There you go.
A lot earlier. I mean, early on in my career, if Brian played, we typically won. Yeah. So if he didn't play, we didn't win. So it was tough. But it was the first one I got that he was on, and this one back here was probably the second one. But you see, it's like the whole defense, you know? Yeah. It's the whole defense. Everybody's on it, and a lot of those guys. I mean, I think that was 05. I believe 2005. Jerry Azuma. He's the number 23 before Devin Hester, you know? So, yeah, he was a good player. Briggs was a good player. B-Rob, Mike Brown's in there. Urlacher's in there. Philip Daniels. There's a lot of good players in there.
One of the better Bears defenses you think
That's right. Yeah, I'm just glad I was a part of it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl run was pretty good.
Yeah, 06 was pretty good. That was a fun year. It was a lot of fun. And we didn't win it, but when you stop and you think about it, I mean, I look at my ring and it's like, man, like we lost it, but you remember the journey. Definitely. You remember that game 6 against, let's say, Buffalo, or the Arizona game that happened October 16th. Like, you remember that stuff like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
because it meant so much to you.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
getting there is an accomplishment itself.
True.
When you
That's
think
true.
about it, you were NFC champions.
Yes, but if you make it to the Super Bowl, that means that you were good enough to win it. So the guy that loses, they always have that feeling of we let one slip away, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then with the '85 Bears, everybody always talking about them. You kind of want to win it, so everybody kind of
Right.
calm down on the '85 stuff, but
Right.
we couldn't do it. So it makes me respect them even more because they were able to close the deal. So yeah,
Definitely.
it's a lot of fun though. I mean, playing football is fun.
Yeah. Well, thanks for showing me around.
Yeah, man, no
Appreciate it.
problem. Thanks for coming by. It was
Yeah.
it's awesome. You spent a lot of time thinking about the memories you had as a kid, thinking how would that moment be, you know? And it is exactly like you thought it would be. Like it was to be on the field when those flashes, because everybody knows the flashes that go off as soon as they kick the ball, and all the flashes go off. And to be on the field when that happens, it gives you chills. It gives me chills thinking about it, back to that moment when it happened. So it was unbelievable. Outside of my kids being born, being married, like that stuff, I mean, it's one of the greatest moments that I've ever had in life. The moment when we realized we were going to the Super Bowl. Like, it wasn't actually going to the Super Bowl. It's that moment when Ian Scott, I mean, you're so focused in the game. You have to try to understand, like, how focused we are in the game. And, yeah, we see the score, but you always think, like, you got to play until the end of the game. And Ian Scott comes over. It's like 5 minutes to go. Thomas Jones gets the ball on like a sweep, and then he breaks it back around the other side and kind of dives in end zone. And we go up 37. Like, they're not going to score 25 points or whatever in the next 5 minutes. So Ian Scott comes over and he's like, man, we're going to the Super Bowl. And at that moment, like, it hits you like, holy crap, like we are. Like, you're so like geeked up for the game. You're so like out of tune with some of the other stuff. You see all the people screaming and yelling, and they're like, we're going. But they've been saying we're going since the beginning of the game. They forgot we actually had to play the game to actually get there. And when you really realize is when I realized it was when he said it. And that moment was like, wow, like, I've been wanting this all my life. This is what I wanted to do since I was a kid. And we're finally going to get the opportunity to play in the Super Bowl. And it was amazing. It was an absolutely amazing moment. It's 17-17. They're going to kick a field goal 18 seconds ago to win it. Okay? So I blocked the field goal. It's against Green Bay. If we win the next 2 games, we'll go to the playoffs. So it keeps our playoff hopes alive. We go on and win that game in overtime. So unfortunately, we lost the next week to Houston. So we didn't get to go to the playoffs, and that Houston game ended up being my last game. But probably my best play was, personally, that play. Blocking that field goal. It's just the moment, who it was against, everything kind of adding up together. Yeah, hate Green Bay. Well, it was cool. It was really cool because they don't have to do that. You know, they don't have to do that for everybody. And I think a lot of people want to come back and retire a Bear, and they say no. Me, I don't think I was a Hall of Famer by any stretch. I don't think I was. I'm not in the conversation as being one of the great Chicago Bears. There's been so many great Bears, so I'm honored because I think they thought I was a pretty decent person and a fairly good football player, and they let me come back. So I'm pretty honored. This is a place that gave me an opportunity and gave my family an opportunity to grow in this city, and we've been very fortunate, very blessed. So to have a day like that was phenomenal. It spoke a lot about the McCaskies and their family and the people that are helping run the Chicago Bears today. So I am very thankful, always will be thankful for the Chicago Bears and the people that own it, so the McCaskies. So I work at a logistics company downtown Chicago. It's called Coyote Logistics. I work outside sales. I'm kind of an ambassador for the company. I help inside and outside sales guys help close and grow accounts, help better relationships with those customers, and then own a gym up in Gurnee called All Pro Sports Performance, and we work with anywhere from 5-year-olds to 18-year-olds to semi-pro guys to professional athletes, trying to help them get better at whatever they want to do. So I work with 120 Sports. I'm an analyst, so I also do. I'm also an analyst for CBS, Fox throughout the season. I love talking about football. You know, I mean, they pay me to play football, now they're gonna pay me to talk about it. You know, so it's a lot of fun. I have a great time. I have no complaints at all after football's over. I knew it was gonna be over at some point. It's just a matter of what you wanted to do or what made you happy after. So, and that's what makes me happy. Staying busy. ProCase was brought to my attention by Urlacher. I mean, he was a guy that kind of was, hey, if you need anything hung, if you need anything framed, you gotta go talk to my guy Scott. Who's Scott? Like, all right, tell me about Scott. Give me his number, because I do need something. It's like, all right, hey, he's gonna take care of you. Don't worry about it. If you don't take care of me, we're gonna have a problem. So it was kind of like that. Like so Brian was the guy that kind of brought Scott to my attention, and then seeing him in the locker room and walking through, like you knew he wasn't just some guy at the end of the street, you know, that was just trying to do everything for cheap and trying to ask guys for this, and once you get there, he's asking for autograph for this or that. Like you knew he was legit, you know. You see him coming in the locker room, he's doing stuff for a lot of different people in the locker room, so yeah, it was fairly easy. There's a picture of myself and Urlacher. We're on a turf field. I think it was against Detroit. It's probably one of the first things I had Urlacher ever signed for me. So, but I did want a picture because I knew Brian when I was a sophomore in college, and we kind of met at this All-American deal. So as soon as we got here and I finally had a picture where he was actually in it, he was the big wig on the team at the time, and I was like, it'd be cool to have a picture of Brian. So, and I got that one. So that was the first one. Well, I didn't get it framed. My wife got it framed for me for our anniversary. She got that as a gift for me, and it's everything that had to do with the Super Bowl during the '06 season. So during that week, we got anything from tickets to badges to tags to my shoes with the confetti still on it, and probably some tears that I had too. It was a tough night, but my wife found a way to spin it and make it a really, really cool thing that I can remember for a long time. So it's the first one when you come down the basement. It's the first one you see. Very proud of it. I think it was an unbelievable moment in my sports career, my football career. So it was awesome. He's a good friend. I think he's an honest friend. He's always gonna do what's right. Like, he's one of those guys that people talk about it, but everybody's not like this. There's never a wrong time to do what's right, you know, and he's one of those guys that you can count on him to do what's right every time, no matter what. So I think and some of those people, I mean, you have those people in your life. If you can surround yourself with those people, then I think you have a better chance to be successful in all aspects of your life, and especially growing in your faith in Jesus. So he's a good friend. He's a good friend, has been for a while, and I don't see that changing anytime soon, unless he keeps charging me all this money for this stuff. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Please cut that out. I'm Alex Brown. This is my man cave. What's in your man cave?